What is drought? Drought, it is a long period of time during which there is very little or no rain. During this period of dryness, especially when prolonged, it causes extensive damage to crops or prevent their successful growth. There are three impacts that are related to drought. Environmental impact. It is often irreversible in the flora and fauna. The vulnerability of ecosystem increases, the process of water and wind erosion intensifies, and affect the hydrological cycle in general, among others. Economic impact. The drought is related to losses in food production and livestock production, which cause rise in prices market. Social impact. Socially, there are food shortages, malnutrition, reduced living standards, social conflicts over water use or better land, increasing poverty, abandonment of agricultural land. Often, it is assumed that this situation is due to climate change. Our country will be hit the next month by the way of heat and drought, called El Niño, which will last for 3 or 4 months. The droughts in the east of the country, mainly in the south of La Unión, left losses in crops of corn and other production.
The main problem is economic situation we are living in El Salvador due to the droughts that affected our harvest, with which we have an increment in prices of basic ground. The population has been affected because there hasn't been enough rain to keep alive agriculture plantation. It brings economic problems and difficulties to solve it for Salvadorian families.
The high prices that we have nowadays in different towns of El Salvador are the ones which are affecting the family economy due to the drought in 2015. The cost of the shopping basket in El Salvador is 13.5% more expensive, according to data from the first quarter in 2015 compared to the same period last year, said the Chamber of Commerce and Industry of El Salvador, Rosa. Drought and the low rain production nationwide urged as all product. The Ministry of Agriculture argued that the rise was due to hardening product. Basic grain price. The price of corn increased in El Salvador market. It costs $30 now and before $10. The beans, the pound now costs 1.15 and before $1, which means that the quintal costs $90 and before it cost $80. Meat, it has a decrease in price because of low demand of his product, but it's not positive because the producer who will be discouraged by low prices. Low prices discourage producers, and the next agricultural cycle is lower production, and production cycles are influenced by price volatility.
In our area of the country, especially the drought has affected crops and the production of beef and dairy, because the feeding for the cattle is difficult. People who work with livestock say that because of the drought, they have lost grass and other plants that often sold to feed their cattle, causing loss to feed them. Recently, a herd of 10 dairy cows died on a farm in the town of Santa Rosa de Lima. The sudden death of livestock led a group of experts from the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock move to the place to sample the food consumed by the animals and bodily fluid emanating from the bodies. The investigation determined that the death of the cattle due to the intake of sorghum. The analysis revealed that they contain high levels of hydrocyanic acid, so it is determined that the cause of the death was due to the poisoning by hydrogen cyanide. Because of the drought, the size of the sorghum plant was very small, which can raise the concentration level of hydrocyanic acid. The owner of the animal said that the monetary loss by the death of his 10 dairy cows was $17,000. Besides the fact that every day about 30 bottles of milk served him to produce and sell dairy.
As we have seen, the drought that is affecting our country has had such a great impact in many fields and compound our society. All our resources are going down, and the amounts of elements people need to live are not being enough. This problem is not being taken into account by the authorities, even though it is the one that will make our country fall in a serious economical and feeding situation. So, what is coming next? We all are the owners of our world, and we are the ones in charge to run it. So, it's in our hands to make the difference and take care of our resources, and of course, the environment. We are the only responsible ones of these effects, so it's our time to make the difference and make our world a better place to live, a better place to grow our families, and a better place to live in peace. So, say yes to the earth.